I work for Mozilla. I'm a developer there, and I'm leading the development of our Open Badges project. So that's what I'm going to give you a short presentation about today. So what are badges? This is a gamification conference, so you know what badges are. Visual representations of a skill or achievement. Scouts is probably the best physical example that we can think of from the physical world of people learning something, achieving something, and getting a physical token for it. And this has been brought into the virtual world, with Foursquare being a good example of this. World of Warcraft achievements. It's getting more and more prevalent as this conference is all about that, gamifying things online and in other places. So these would be for fun or social status, but increasingly badges are being used for real world skills that people use outside of the context of where they're getting badges. So Foursquare badges might be only relevant in Foursquare, but these kind of light badges you would get on Stack Overflow for like answering questions on jQuery and JavaScript, that's applicable to jobs and life in general. So reflecting technical and social abilities. And people are willing to pay for these kinds of skills. Stack Overflow has a careers site that you can look at what kind of badges people have been getting for answering questions, and this is relevant to employers. So what if we started using badges more for learning as well? So Peer-to-Peer University, which is an online peer-based study group. Anyone can go on there and start a study group and learn with other people. Mozilla has our School of Webcraft on there, so people learning JavaScript, people learning PHP, learning to contribute to open source, as well as softer skills like being a good community member, answering questions. After-school programs like Digital Youth Networks, iRemix. Museums and science centers, like the American Museum of Natural History, has a education program for youth. Government agencies like NASA have education programs for youth, as well as doing inter-agency learning and skill building, and community organizations. So it's great that they're all considering using badges, but what would not be so great is if they all had to build the entire system from the ground up about how to issue badges, how users share their badges. And then it would be even worse if they did build all these systems and then they're siloed and users would have to go to all these different places. So if they're earning badges from like 15 different organizations, they would have to go to 15 different places to manage their badges. And we think that's a pretty bad system, and we don't want people to do that. So we've started building Open Badge infrastructure, which is a specification and a toolkit for allowing people to get badges from multiple different places and manage them all as if they were all got from one place. So they can aggregate them, manage the privacy around them, and basically just take control of their learning path. So it gives learners the ability to show all these skills that they've learned from multiple places. It gives educators ways to engage learners, and also a system so they don't have to build this all from scratch. So they follow the specification, and then they immediately get like Facebook sharing and LinkedIn sharing and all these things that we're building. And then it allows employers to find people with these skills much easier. So how's it work? Badge issuers assess a person to give them a badge, and there's all this information related to the assessment. So there's criteria, how the person earned the badge. There's evidence what that person actually did to earn the badge, when the badge was issued, what the badge is, description. So all of that metadata, plus an image representing what the badge is, we have a tool that combines them. So all of the information about the badge is now embedded inside of the image of the badge, and that's given to the learner. So the learner can put that in what we have a badge backpack, that's what we've been calling it. It's an online site where people can upload their badges and manage the privacy around them, group them in different ways, and share those different groups in different places. So kind of like G+ circles if you've used Google+. And then put them anywhere they want to put them. They can even attach them to an email with a cover letter. So all of these badges are independently verifiable. So they have all of the data to verify it inside of the badge. So anyone can verify it just by getting that image. So hopefully this will result in new jobs, new learning opportunities, and lead them to great success. So what's next? This is the backpack. This was released, that's out of date. We released this yesterday. So this is what I was talking about, how people can group badges. All the badges a user has are on the left. This is kind of the architecture that I was describing a little bit. how they can find, they use a metadata spec, use our API, and then generate these badges. And so the DML competition launched yesterday, which is digital media and learning, which you should get involved with if you're interested in badges for education. It's they're awarding people for doing research and design around badge systems, and the winners of the competition get, the competition is awarding $2 million total, and the winners get a chunk of that $2 million to build out these systems for badges for education. And then this is openbadges.org, which is where I have more information about all the stuff that I've talked about. There's the technical specification on there, and mailing lists, so you can get involved with using this and helping develop it if you're a developer. So that's pretty much it.